All right, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the West Barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
How's that better than my idea?
We will live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future Queen to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you'll look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke and the fire and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take the east.
Which leaves the centre to us. Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin.
Our people are getting towards us.
The promise you made to Kaelin... Ah, hello. The armory is at your disposal. Care to equip a different weapon? That
Shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of that mortar.
We've already lost one ship. Kaelin's could be next. Come on.
He's right. It's time you led from the front. We'll follow every step of the way. Ready? Let's go!
Is that all? Man down! Watch your Really use your help over here. Gotcha!
He's not getting back up, that's for sure. You've used one of those. How about you blow up this one?
Cannot defeat us! We are the king's best. Ah! That was a lucky hit! You think you've won, but this is nothing!
Keep it up. There's plenty more left. The longer we stall, the more of our people we lose.
I'm trained by the best. You haven't got a chance.
I've had worse than you, sunshine.
Dog's a man killer. Watch out!
We can't get past those gates. This battle is already over. That was a satisfying shot. The mortar's down!
The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now. Come on, Kaelin, do your stuff.
Take the fight recognize old Walter, you hot botherers.
We're nearly there,
Let's really
boys.
stop
One
that.
last
Now
push.
let's go.
Stop
More
resisting.
That's how you handle a sword.
Back into it now, sir.
See? I can still aim.
You made it.
Surrender.
Welcome to the Sanctuary. The armory is at your disposal.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had?
Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we? Bullseye!
I'm afraid your property... When you need to attack a target from a great distance and don't mind sacrificing firing...
Too slow.
You think you can win, do you? Well, we're the best. Logan's elite. Ah! Nice shot. Someone must be witsing. You wouldn't want to get bored, would you? Come on! Good one! Bet you wish you were using that. Make your peace, traitor, because you are going to die. Another game. I don't think Caden must have opened the doors for bloody traitor! We're under fire! Heads down then!
My men are taking care of the East Barracks, but I couldn't leave you out here alone.
That deserves a round of applause. Elite soldiers, my arse. Have that!
Stay alert. There'll be more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
Always with the damn gates.
What we need are explosives, but I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Ha ha! Did you see that boulder that the whole city bowed to up under?
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off.
Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own. Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You've finally become the woman I always wanted you to be.
She's a lot more than that, and now she's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my sister deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then. There she is. The Queen of Albion. You've made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you. I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful queen is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments. I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
I cannot tell you what joy it brings me to see. You've acquired a full royal suit, which I have displayed in the place of honor. Which reminds me, I have to find somewhere else to store my spare apron. I always said one needs to let one's hair down on occasion. I see you took that rather literally. Well, that's not the way most people would go. I applaud you. Any other business to attend to? The armory is at your disposal. Rifles are slower to fire than pistols, but can be used to engage targets at much greater range.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion. Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our mother's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
This is true. If it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, sister. Now choose.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The Queen has made her decision. Logan's life will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are queen, you can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. Having Logan's troops on our side is a good start, but you will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment. This is it, Albion's royal treasury, the store of the kingdom's total wealth. It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold, a topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower. Very well, Your Majesty. Well, how very noble. Yes, I suppose noble is the word. How very noble of you. The people are no doubt dancing in the streets. And we are bankrupt. You will need to be more ruthless if you wish to save the kingdom, Your Majesty. There are other, less salubrious means of filling the treasury, of course. You may donate your own gold, should you have enough. Though I must say, such charity is unheard of. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda. Riva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Riva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
Ah, hello. Well, that certainly makes a perfect conversation piece for all sorts of horrible conversation. The lectern contains a record of all your recent transactions. Any other business to attend to? I trust you are finding everything all right? Much better. The armory is at your disposal. With a rifle, a skilled shooter can hit targets at significant range and inflict considerable damage. Is a different weapon required? Ah, you have impeccable taste.
Don't tempt me.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us with her radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth, but my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought. Well, if you'd like to be known as...
The factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once. Welcome to Reaver Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
I hate maths. I like spelling. Miss, Benjamin won't put it away like you do. Hello there. The Queen!
Oh, price is quite good.
weren't.
Welcome.
Hail, mighty sovereign!
Majesty.
At your...
At your orders, Mom.
Greetings, Ma.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion. Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Riva shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that...
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The Queen has reached her decision. The Old Quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty. Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Riva Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of the decayed and war-torn Old Quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new Old Quarter.
Is there a more beautiful spectacle than a big pile of gold? Forgive me the rhetorical question. In any case, we are certainly doing well, but we are still short of the target. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. The people will be delighted, Your Majesty. But will they thank you when they are dead? Not unless they are turned into some sort of awful zombie creatures. That isn't what is going to happen, is it? Anyway, this will leave a sizable gap in the treasury. Unless you can cover the expenses out of your own pocket, I'm afraid we shall be in dire straits indeed. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared. As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
Ready to serve, Your Majesty. At your command. Long live the Queen! Watch it!
All stand for the Queen.
So good to see you.
Today you decide on the decor of the castle. Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off.
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty. Kaelin will speak for her people. Riva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people fell.
I will keep my promise. Aurora will become part of Albion, and its people will be our equals in every way.
The Queen has spoken. Aurora shall be rebuilt as part of Albion, and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty. You have proven to be a woman of honor. Aurora is proud to stand at your side.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora, an oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Riva Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
A most brave decision in court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
Ah, hello.
Your Royal Highness, I am your most loyal subject. Well, there is this fellow called Andrew, but after him, it's me. The secret I bear is as secure now as it was when it was entrusted to me many thousands of years ago. It's actually more secure now than it was then, because even I don't know it. Well, this is a bit embarrassing. I'm going to go now. If I remember it, I'll give you a holler.
Congratulations, you've made a friend. In addition to being jolly good company, friends can give each other gifts and even discounts at shops that they own. Ah, hello.
My favorite things are music and sunshine and love. And pain. You seem like a very nice person.
That gave me a fright.
I kill nice people, you know. People love a virtuous hero. You know why? Because people are idiots! I hate them.
Please. Don't do that. You are like a goddess who walks among us. Yes, Your Highness. Go on. Nice to see you. Oh my. It is the Queen of Albion. Greetings, Mom. We should make you an honorary Auroran. You are our best hope, Your Majesty. That's why I am proud to follow you.
Nice to see you.
Fight me like a man.
Your business. It's worth everything you paid, and more. Here, have this and think of me, Your Majesty.
It is... May it serve you well.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Please accept this humble gift, Your Majesty.
Hello to you, Your Majesty. So, what is next then? Impressive. Brilliant, even. I have heard of your good deeds. Woo! If you want to sell anything, then try the pawnbroker. There is one right here. A delight to see you, as always. A good-looking dog, I must admit.
Balverines? I've killed 50 of them, with nothing but a rusty cutlass. The moon? I've been there, in a great balloon. It's amazing, and almost never rains. Spells and that, I know them all. Cuisine? Every dish ever prepared, I've eaten it. Inventions? That was me. I invented them. Oh, and I wrote this book. Not impressed? Well, you would be if you knew I was illiterate. And paralysed. And blind.
Follow your nose into my shop.
Shop here and you're liable to
Then
rub
come
elbows
here.
with celebrities. Like the one who owns the place.
You will not regret it.
I hope you like the wares on display, friend.
Your Majesty, hello.
I wait you'll not find a better bargain. A wise choice. I wager. Thank you for your custom. Thank you for your custom. Your business is my pleasure.
Cannot complain, I suppose. Things are...
At your service, my queen.
Buy my wares. You won't be disappointed. You haven't really
I will give you a
expressed
fair price for your old, worthless items.
Incredible but true. This shop is owned by one of
Best
Albion's
establishment in all of Aurora. I have certain valued customers I give discounts to. You could be one of them. It is just... My goods are all... It is expensive. But then quality costs, does it not? Good day to you. Feel free to browse.
Shop here and you're liable to rub elbows.
Please, accept this gift, Your Majesty.
Hello to you, the stars. We have the help of the Albion people.
Greetings, ma'am.
Just stop.
Shop here and you're liable to rub elbows with celebrities. Like the one who owns the place. at your command.
I'd like to come round to your house for tea. And then I'll have your mum. Sometimes I just want someone to talk to. And sometimes I want someone to kick in the crotch.
Yes, Ma.
How are you, Your Majesty?
You are transcendently good. You are so holy and completely noble. You virtually glow. In fact, you actually glow. You are an angel, and I applaud your commitment to your chosen morality. Well done!
Hello. You have several new suits. Those will make dressing easy. Any other business to attend to?
was hoping you'd come round. I could use a good laugh. Look, it's a lady hero. You're not going to drone on about equal pay for equal work, are you? I can't think of the last time I met someone as noble as you. Because I tend to hang around people who are actually interesting! to get stuffed! You're funny, but looks aren't everything. If it were up to me, no one would ever get sick. They'd just die, starting with you! That's a nice doggy. If you like skinny little ugly runts.
Well, Your arsenal contains new weapons. Those two... Ah, hello. Burning a foe can have a profound psychological...
It's a great day to be alive. And a better day to be out. I like to think about puppies. About slowly dressing them. Are you lost, milady? I can direct you to the nearest kitchen. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I hate you. Sure is a beautiful day. except where you're standing.
Welcome to the...
You are so noble. Yeah, that's not boring. Sure are a lot of problems in the world. Going to take one big, strong man to fix them. I sensed your presence before you even arrived. What did you eat?
Welcome to the sanctuary. The armory is at your disposal.